Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyanandana Salakaya Sakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sikaro Si Yutapada Kamalam Si Gurun Vaisnavamscha Se Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sibisakam Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhanu Sutadevi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatrubhyacha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaisnavebhyo Namo Namah. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktivedanta. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Face ID. I have to show my ugly face then. So I have a verse from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam from the first canto, chapter 6. And it is the chapter where Narada Muni has been instructing Vyasadeva. Vyasadeva had written all the Vedic literature, but Vyas was not satisfied. Then Narada Muni began to explain to him. Narada Muni ultimately described that the reason why you are not satisfied is because you have not directly glorified Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So it's a very important chapter because it indicates that yes, there are many Vedic scriptures and there is many Vedic ritual, but none of them will bring us full satisfaction. They will certainly regulate our life. And they'll certainly help us to avoid sinful activities. They'll certainly help us from not degrading ourselves into the animal species. But, and of course, to become an animal is maybe not a good idea. Because when you're an animal, at the time of breakfast, you are not sure if you're going to have breakfast or if you're going to be breakfast. Have you thought about that? That's an animal problem. Therefore, it's not a good idea to become an animal. Someone might say, well, why not? But now you know. Breakfast time is a problem. Yes. Just now, I saw in England, I saw 2 pigeons sitting on the fence, and then there was a fox in the garden. It was just in the house we were staying, in the garden, suddenly a fox. Usually they don't come in the garden, but the fox was there in the garden. And pigeons just escaped. Close misser. Foxes can walk on a fence. I didn't know, but like cats, they can. I have seen now. Yes, and fast also. But the pigeons just escaped. Big fat pigeons also. A couple. A husband and a wife. Yes. Yeah. What do you do when your husband gets eaten at breakfast time? It's not a good thing. So pigeon life is not advisable. But how can we, so the Vedic literature can help us to avoid lower births. It can help us to avoid sinful activities. But only when we glorify Krishna can we be fully satisfied. So that is one step up. So I'm going to read one verse now. At the end, after Narada Muni had instructed Vyasadeva, then we come towards the end of the chapter, and then we come to this verse. Sutta vacha evam sambhasya bhagavan narado vasavisutam amantrabhinam ranayan yayo yadrichiko muni. Sutta Goswami said, thus addressing Vyasadeva, Srila Narada Muni took leave of him, and vibrating on his Veena instrument, he left to wonder at his free will. Purport. Every living being is anxious for full freedom, because that is his transcendental nature. And this freedom is obtained only through the transcendental service of the Lord. Illusioned by the external energy, everyone thinks that he's free, but actually is bound up by the laws of nature. A conditioned soul cannot freely move from one place to another, even on this earth, and what to speak of one planet to another. But a full-fledged free soul like Narada, always engaged in chanting the Lord's glory, is free to move not only on earth, but also in any part of the universe, as well as in any part of the spiritual sky. We can just imagine the extent and unlimitedness of his freedom, which is as good as that of the Supreme Lord. There's no reason or obligation for his traveling, and no one can stop him from his free movement. Similarly, the transcendental system of devotional service is also free. It may or may not develop in a particular person, even after he undergoes all the detailed formulas. Similarly, the association of the devotee is also free. One may be fortunate to have it, or one may not have it, even after thousands of endeavors. Therefore, in all spheres of devotional service, freedom is the main pivot. Without freedom, there is no execution of devotional service. The freedom surrendered to the Lord does not mean that the devotee becomes dependent in every respect. To surrender unto the Lord, to the transparent medium of the spiritual master, is to attain complete freedom of life. So I like this verse, this purport. It is a famous purport of Srila Prabhupada. And it is basically making the point that the very essence of our existence is freedom. And if we are not getting it, then we are not satisfied. And then it is stated that the main pivot of devotional service, the central point of devotional service, is also freedom. So, and yet we're experiencing that as soon as we're getting involved with Krishna consciousness, that there are all these limitations, all these restrictions. Four regulative principles. Not even chai. Chai garam, garam chai. Oh, that is a problem. In India, it's a big problem. Yeah? No, it is. No chai. Is that freedom? So, how is it that there are restrictive principles and yet devotional service is about freedom? It seems to be a paradox. It seems to be rather that devotional service is sometimes a little narrow. That you can't do this, you can't eat that, you can't sit here, you can't sit that, you can't speak like this, you can't speak like that, that's offensive, that's, inappropriate, you're getting reactions for that, Yes, for whatever it was. Are you realizing that? Yes, 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 yes. I'm just like... So in this way, how freedom? It seems to be awkward. However, when we think about it, then we can see that when devotional service is performed out of duty, then there is no freedom at all. Then we are bound by rules, bound by regulations. But when devotional service is performed out of love, then there's freedom. Because then we want to do it. And when you do what you want, then you are free. Of course, in the beginning, maybe there is not so much love for Krishna. Of course, little. So then we only little freedom also. But as our love for Krishna is growing, then we don't mind to be bound. Just as parents don't mind to be bound to their children. Anyway, as an example, it's a material example, so it's not perfect, but they don't mind because out of love, even if sometimes it's too much. Still, right? Still, you would never give up the child. Because bound by love, one can take so many things. One can take austerity. So that is the key to freedom, to act in love. But where can love remain? That is the beginning of the nectar of devotion, where Srila Prabhupada speaks about how we have to somehow or other find an object of love. Our love has to go somewhere. And of course, you can love your car. Some men do. Oh yes. You can love your phone. It talks to you nowadays also. Yes. Yes. Oh, I have to turn it on, otherwise it doesn't do it. Yeah. It talks to me. Where are you? No answer. Oh, it said, where are you?
Wherever you are, that's where I am.
Yeah. It talks to me. When I'm lonely, I can say it now. I'm feeling a little lonely.
You can.
What did he say?
You can.
It's not a good thing.
I'm not sure I understand.
Because you are a machine.
You were saying.
Now he acts if he doesn't understand, you see. Got too personal. Anyway, you can have long conversations with your phone these days, and somehow or other. But how much love can you feel for your phone? A lot. But will it be enough? How much love can we feel for anything? Whatever it is, that is the thing. Whatever it is, it always falls short. Yeah, that's the nature of the material world. But with Krishna, there is no limit. No limit. There's no limit. We can see that in Radharani, who is loving Krishna, then finds always new qualities of Krishna, and then she loves those also. So her love is always increasing, forever. It's not the same old thing. Eternally with Krishna. He's nice, very nice, but we've been together forever now. And it's a bit long. So, I know all his qualities by now, right? So, yeah, sometimes you also wonder, is there, someone else? And then Balaram comes around the corner. And you sort of look at, well, hey, Bal. No, it is not like that, because there is no limit to Krishna's good qualities. And I said, Sarva Mahagunagan Vaishnava Sharire Krishna Kun Krishna Sakala Sanchari. I forgot one word, but I waffled it. You didn't notice, did you? It is said that that all the great qualities of Krishna are present within the devotee. It is because by serving Krishna, the devotee develops all the good qualities of Krishna. So in this way, we see that love is not only manifesting between Krishna and devotee, Krishna and his devotee, but also between devotees. We saw that when Srila Prabhupada was on this planet, that for his disciples, wherever he was, that was the center of the universe. Didn't matter where it was, even if it was in the middle of nowhere. Suddenly nowhere had become the center of the universe. Because Prabhupada was there. And when Prabhupada went there, yes, these places became blessed. Just like at one point in America, Prabhupada said that anyone who gives tickets for me, my secretary and servant, and who puts $1,000 in my book fund, there I will go. So Hridayananda Maharaj took Prabhupada up to it and went to Gainesville. Now, Gainesville is, as they say in Australia, in the whoop-whoops, right? It's out in the sticks, you know. I mean, you may not know what all that means, the whoop-whoops and the sticks, right? Gosh, how long have you been in Australia? Yeah, jeez, you know. Gosh, mate. In the whoop-whoops, right? Out there in the sticks, you know. It's out there in the outback, yeah, it's way out there. There's nothing there, you know. Some roos and some, kookaburras, right? Some galas and some cockies, you know, and that's about it. I've been out there, yeah, stayed out there. Anyway, there in the whoop-whoops, in the sticks, Prabhupada went in America to a place called Gainesville. Nobody ever goes to Gainesville, but Prabhupada went because they invited him. And then after that, Gainesville just took off. Now there's Alachua, right on the outside of Gainesville. It's actually the outside of Gainesville. And that's where now the biggest community in the whole Hare Krishna movement is. And why is it so? Because Prabhupada blessed that place. He just simply went there and transformed it and blessed it. And as a result, that whole place suddenly got a whole community with devotees, although it's out in the whoop-whoops in the sticks. Right. Yes, so that is the nature of a pure devotee. Wherever Prabhupada went, it was a transcendental place. And Prabhupada, whatever place Prabhupada touched, it became a transcendental place. Just like Krishna, wherever Krishna went. All the places where Krishna went, you can see how Krishna went to Dwarka. And the whole route to Dwarka, all Tirtha, all holy places. And even now, in the state of Gujarat, what do they say for good morning in Gujarat? See, everybody knows. And you are not Gujaratis. Some, you don't look like Gujaratis. Gujaratis, some Gujaratis are there, but not too many. Yes, like he's a Punjabi. How do I know? Because of his cheeks. He has Punjabi cheeks, you know. They all have, you know. You can recognize Punjabis, you see. What you do is Punjabis, parathas, you know. Yes. Makkan. So like this, yes, everyone may have some qualities. But Krishna went through the land of Gujarat, so he blessed it. And you see what happens, they're still saying Jai Shri Krishna. That's the reason, because Krishna went through there. If you really want to know. Mumbai, Krishna didn't go. No, he didn't. He didn't go to Mumbai. And that's Mumba Devi, and that's not Krishna. Right? Yes, we know. So, still, so it is very nice. So, wherever Krishna went, that place became blessed. And wherever his pure devotee went, that place became also blessed. Yes, so Krishna, wherever there is Krishna, everything can change, and for the better. And the more we bring Krishna in our life, and the more everything changes for the better, then also we begin to love our life. Before, maybe we had a good life, you know, it was okay. Before Krishna consciousness, it was okay. You know, you couldn't say there was anything really, really so bad. It was sort of okay for most people, but not fully satisfying. But when Krishna comes in the picture, the satisfaction comes in. Savai pumso paru dharmo yato bhaktira duksha je haitagi apratiyata yayatma suprasidati. It is through devotional service that one can become suprasidati. Now let me break that down for you. Suprasidati. Sidati means satisfied. Pra means prakrista rupena, in its full-fledged form. So fully satisfied. So it was satisfied, now fully satisfied. And su makes it stronger. Right? So suprasidati, so super completely satisfied. That's a modern translation. Su became super. That is true. So very deeply satisfied, completely. Not like, are you satisfied? Yeah. No hesitation. Not like, no, definitely. That's where you try to convince yourself. You're not really satisfied, but you try to convince yourself, no, I am. Definitely, yes. No. But actually, fully satisfied. That is the result of love for Krishna. And love for Krishna is very natural. It naturally develops because it takes a little while, but then we begin to see that Krishna actually has many wonderful qualities. And when you see that someone has wonderful qualities and wonderful dealings, then, yes, we begin to love, right? Then we begin to see. Man falls in love, prince and princess, and boing, she is so beautiful. She's also very noble. She's very intelligent. She cooks like anything. Love goes to the stomach, and and all these things. Anyway, so in the end, then he adds it all up, and yes, stars in his eyes. Oh yes, and he buys a ring or something, Or if he's a miser, then he'll give just some flowers. It's more cheap. So you can see, yes, and see what he gives. Anyway, whatever may be. So our loving something or someone is related to the qualities that we find in the person. And that's how love for Krishna comes natural. Because as we are exploring the qualities of Krishna more and more, that's how the love will come. So that's our business, to find out who is Krishna. What does he do? What does he look like? How does he speak? What does he eat? How does he play his flute? What note does he play? What is the favorite note he plays? In the months of Chaitra, he plays the fifth note. I mean, like a musician, we need a musician to give us the fifth note. Les, can you do it? The fifth note?
You've got to give me a 1 and I'll give you a 5.
I don't know what the 1 is. I can do it too. I don't know where the fifth note is. Where Sa begin? Where does Sa begin? Is there someone who's trained in Sa?
Sa is C.
Sa is C. Okay, now we'll figure it out.
Fa is the fifth note.
Yeah.
That's what I can. I'll use that one.
Anyway, Sa is C. But I don't know what a C is because only on a guitar do I know what a C is and not on a harmonium.
2 black notes.
2 black notes.
And then the white note underneath.
The one underneath, the C. One, two, three, four. That's it. The fifth note. It's a flute, you know. Flutes go pretty high. Anyway, piercing. So we explore Krishna's qualities. There's no end to it, and the more we do, the more we become captured, and the more we appreciate. That's Krishna consciousness. Therefore, Krishna consciousness is about freedom, complete freedom, because we love to do it. The more we find out about Krishna, the more we become captured, and therefore it offers us complete freedom, complete. It sounds, again, contradictory. We become captured. Captured means captured, and then you get freedom. Well, think about that one. But that's how it works. Yeah. Because of love. Yes. Okay, so now is there a question or a comment? Because after such a long kirtan, I'm not going to give a super long lecture. I mean, so, unless you have questions to keep me going. So you better come up with some questions now.
The last sentence of the purport to surrender unto the Lord in the transparent freedom of the spiritual master is to attain complete freedom of mind.
Yeah. What?
You can explain that.
Well, I already explained that the spiritual master has this, that he gets the same qualities of Krishna, because he's so focused on Krishna, and whatever is important in Krishna is important for him. So if you serve someone, you will get the qualities of that person, because what is important for that person becomes important for you. So in the same way, the pure devotee is always thinking of Krishna. So therefore he automatically develops the qualities of Krishna, because what is important to Krishna is important to him. And in this way, it's not only that formally the spiritual master is the representative of Krishna, but we're actually Sarva Maha Guna Gan Vaishnava Sarira. We see all the great qualities in the body of a Vaishnava. Krishna Gun Krishna Bhakti Sakala Sanchara. Yes, that's what it is. All the good qualities of Krishna, they manifest in the devotee. Yeah, and pure devotees are, of course, everyone has purity, and therefore we see in every devotee some good quality. But the more people have good quality, the more they become attractive. Like Prabhupada was so attractive that wherever he was, that's where the devotees were looking. They were following, they were just watching. Where is he now? What is he doing now? And they're all wanting to be there. That is because he becomes attractive, like Krishna, the pure devotee. So by surrendering to the pure devotee, we're also experiencing freedom. He also sets us free from our lower nature. And that lower nature is our, we got it due to foolishness. Somehow or other we got entangled in this lower nature. And we know that we don't need it. Like uncontrolled anger. And people break things. And expensive things. And they break them. Break, and then there's a lot of damage, and they have to pay also for it. They worked for it very hard, and then they break it. So uncontrolled anger is certainly a problem, part of a lower nature. Yes. Pride. It's like, I am so qualified. So incredibly qualified, and therefore I have no problems. I have only one problem: the world doesn't recognize my glory. Jeez. Then you're very unfortunate because you have nothing to learn. So when we're very proud, there's nothing we can learn. Nothing. Because we already know everything. Only when we become a little humble can we learn something. So, like this, we have to grow. We have to, and by the association of the devotees, we develop these qualities. So, overcome our false ego, our lower nature. So that's freedom, because these things actually burden us. Greed. I want. Come on, I mean, it's no point. No point. You still not be happy. You have all these things. What you want. Forget it. Just be satisfied with what comes on his own accord. That is the austerity of the mind. The austerity of the mind mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita is to be satisfied. Yeah? So how is it an austerity to be satisfied? Isn't that nice? No. To be satisfied with what you have. That's austerity. That takes some preaching to the mind. Say, all right, mind, be quiet now. It's enough. So like this, the spiritual master sets us free from the lower nature and then helps us to fully express the higher nature of devotional service. Now we do some devotional service, but we have no idea yet what devotional service is. What ecstasy was there. The Acharyas, they were like something else. They were so absorbed in chanting that they didn't want to do anything else. When Gorakasurdas Babaji was chanting and would get hungry, he would take some matti. He would eat some clay, some earth. Because he was hungry, so he didn't want to be distracted and go and eat somewhere. So he just wanted to keep on chanting. So just, okay, eat some clay, done. Like that. How can we understand that? Such a taste for chanting. How can we understand? So now we cannot understand yet. Like, now that I'm using this phone. Come on. Here it is. 1 minute. Authors. And now, where's the search thing here? Murari Gupta. There you go. So I have these 2 quotes. So the first one is about kirtan. Right? It said, in that abode of Navadvip, where Sri Chandrasekhar Acharya, sovereign of the Guru Brahmanas, shone in transcendence, hairs erect, thrilled by Krishna's names, and soaked by tears flooding from his eyes as he reeled under the impact of Srinam. So reeling, he was thrown over by the power of the name. Tears streaming from his eyes, his hair standing up, effulgence shining, and completely swept away by the kirtan. That is the first verse. Then another advanced Brahmana, Gopinath Acharya, took the path of hearing Srinam Japa. Then fully intoxicated with Krishna Prem, Gopinath would again and again cry out his names. He thus created a wave of song, dance and music on which he would dance like the ocean flooding its shores. Now that's what you call chanting japa. Right? You're making a wave of song, dance and music in chanting japa. It's another level. So there are levels. There are levels of japa that we cannot even imagine. But the acharyas are writing about it. And then we read it, and then we are we can think about it. You know, I mean, it's sort of, how would that be? Imagine. In this way, we get a little glimpse of what might be coming in the future. Meanwhile, we are maybe not just chanting with pure love, but there is some hope. And through the spiritual master, we first become free from our temporary material conditioning, and then we develop our eternal, ecstatic spiritual nature. And let's see what's going to happen. It's going to get more and more ecstatic every day. And then we want to read and for hours, and then we want to hear for hours. Then we get addicted to the Bhagavatam. Then it's not like, you're supposed to read the Bhagavatam and I'm trying to read a little every day. No, then it just somehow or other starts happening. But then we just, and that's what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur describes. He says, Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam. This is quoting a verse of the Bhagavatam. One should drink the Bhagavatam through the ears and taste it. Now Rasalayam. So Vishwanath breaks the words and says laya is one of the ecstatic symptoms in devotional service. And laya means to faint. Means to faint. So it says one should hear the Bhagavatam until you faint. So then you cannot hear the Bhagavatam anymore. Yeah? Then when you wake up, you should hear the Bhagavatam again until you faint again. And not fainting because you're getting tired from hearing the Bhagavatam, but fainting because of ecstasy. So he's describing. So through the spiritual master, all these things will come. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is describing that my spiritual master told me to chant this mantra. So I've been chanting this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and it made me mad. And now, what do? I've been chanting this mantra and I've become mad. Mad, really, completely, mad. I'm falling at the ground and I'm like crying tears. I'm going mad from this chanting. So he went to his spiritual master and presented the problem. He said, you gave me this mantra, but it drove me mad. the spiritual master said, you are very fortunate. This is this is the perfection. This is really the real level of Krishna consciousness, beyond regulation. But real Krishna consciousness, real love is not just, I love too much. Yeah, too much loving. You know, love is not loving too much. Love, real love, has to drive you mad. Completely mad, beyond yourself. Where it gets just more powerful than you. It goes beyond, and you're beyond the brain. It just goes, it takes over. That's real love. It's all there. So, yes, the spiritual master gives us that freedom to reach our full potential. Full. Bhagavatam says there are two types of people that are happy. Dvavi vichintya mukto paramananda pluto yo vimukta bharyo gunebhya param gata. It is said, two types of people are happy. One is the self-realized soul, and the other one is the childish, retarded fool. Anybody happy? How are you, Param? He's in between. But a brahmachari must be happy. It's important. Because he has nothing else. Other questions? Otherwise I go. I'll eat something and then I go. No more questions? You're getting bored. Yes.
You mentioned that Krishna is so attractive.
Krishna is so attractive.
And that's very good quality we get attracted to that person. Then Bhagavatam this morning you're mentioning that how our material desires are like a ball in the water. It's like Krishna was So it's trying to think that he's so attractive and we're trying to get attracted and then
Krishna is so attractive, but our material desires are like a ball in the water. I said this morning, it always pops back up. We push it down and there they are again. How about that? If Krishna is so attractive. Yes, Krishna will win in the end. But Maya is also attractive. Not as attractive as Krishna. But Maya makes you think that yes, Krishna you can have, but he's far away. But I am here right now. Yeah? You know, you have to live now also. No, really. I mean, of course, you know, pure love of God is like, is a very beautiful, desirable thing. But what about that? So that is the difficulty. But by regular practice, we actually get more attracted to Krishna and less to Maya. Because Maya, you know the story about Maya? Maya has two Shaktis. Praksipatmika, avaranatmika, the throwing potency, and the covering potency. And the throwing potency is just like, you know, Maya, she knows what you think. Maya is not only outside, Maya is also inside. She knows exactly what you want, and then just today, I have for you what you always wanted to do. It's the golden opportunity. Oh, God. And why now? Now that you joined the Hare Krishna movement. If it would have come before, at least you could have. But now it's no longer allowed. And now this golden opportunity came. Tutum, 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 tum, tum. Oh God, oh God. If I let it go, I'll never forgive myself. But yet, what to do? You know, I mean, I guess I'll just take it and then I'll be in Maya today, and then tomorrow I can always be Krishna conscious again. So sweet, my golden opportunity. Oh, oh, oh. And then, you know, Maya is none other than Durga Devi. And what does she have in her hands? She sits on a tiger, and in her hands, 10 arms. What does she have? Different weapons, and one is a Trishul. This Trishul. And what does she do? Yay! Just as you were enjoying the golden opportunity, she stabs you. Adhyatmika kles, adibautika kles, adidevika kles, suffering from mind and body, suffering from other living beings, suffering from natural circumstances. So after, you know, that Trishul, that hurts. Bahad darat. You know, extreme. Ouch. Oh, I'm cured. No, I'm cured. Next time Maya comes, to-doom, you know, you go away, you know. No, I don't want you. But oh my God, it looks so good. It looks actually very, very good. And you know, it was painful. No, it was. But it was only very short. It was very painful, but very short. So I think I can tolerate it. Oh, beautiful opportunity. Okay, Maya. Okay. You know, oh, yes. It hurts. Oh, God. It's so sweet. This is the relationship with Maya. And then we develop a philosophy. And we say, if you don't suffer, how can you appreciate the enjoyment? That's now the covering potency is complete. Now you're really covered. Huh? So like this. Anybody else? Yeah.
Not a question.
Not a question.
Summarize of what I could understand is right. Like we start revolving with the axis speaking as Krishna, devotees and association with us. And when we are revolving continuously, then we evolve ourselves so that our ultimate user disappears. And then we continue to the guru, searching that word starting with Hare, material words with all the back.
Yeah, all the anarthas, all the unwanted things, the things that artha means benefit, anartha means no benefit. All these stumbling blocks, all these unwanted things, they'll disappear. Gradually, we lose our taste for them. Like that, yes. Okay, I'm done. I'm hungry, actually. It's lunchtime in where I'm from, getting close to lunchtime. It's sort of brunch time. I'm ready, hungry. And so Param Brahma wants me to advertise the new CD in case you didn't get. It comes in the form of CD. It comes in the form of of USB. It comes also in the form of download voucher. So we are very modern. We have everything. Oh, deco. Ui, ui, ui. Download photo. No pictures, huh? Keep my finger on the code, you know. He's got it on the camera there, you know. No, I saw that. Anyway, so I make them so that I can make noise in your house even when I'm not there. Yes. All right, so thank you very much. I do not know who the hosts are. Dear. Okay. Acha. Yes. Did I come here before? No. I thank you very much. Sort of. It depends what you feed me. Love goes through the stomach. No, so, but thank you for the invitation. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Harinam Sankirtan. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.